Alright guys, welcome to the video today. So in this video I wanted to talk about using cover effectively in Destiny PvP. I posted a video about a week ago where I did a 1v3 trials game as my Night Stalker on Pantheon, and it was a really successful game, but previous to that round I had this round where I ended up barely losing, but there's still a lot of good stuff going on that I want to use as a gameplay when I talk about a topic such as using cover effectively. So there's kind of like three different sections for me as far as how I use cover effectively and how you can use cover effectively. It comes down to shotgunning, peek sniping, and vertical movement. Vertical movement and shotgunning can go hand in hand a lot of times, but depending on what loadout you're running, maybe you have a last word instead of like a Hawk's on a pulse. You can do like just pretty much anything that's short range and that will be accurate in midair is kind of what that comes down to as far as vertical movement in tight spaces and using cover. As you can just see, I'm basically just shade stepping back and forth between pieces of cover, and I kind of bait people one by one just because everyone has like human tendencies. Obviously, we always know when someone's about to push based off the radar, and that's a really useful tool. And just making sure you're always paying attention to the radar, popping in and out of cover, and baiting people into pushing the cover, especially when you have a shotgun, is really powerful. Like what I do mainly, the first part, I think, tying into vertical movement, if you can get someone to chase around a corner with a shotgun and you can jump up in the air and they're not paying attention to you, maybe they jump at like maybe 3 feet up in the air, and you can jump with increased control like 10 feet up in the air, they're going to be looking straight assuming you're still on the ground, because pretty much everyone in a public match will always assume that you're grounded, and that's a really big mistake, I think, that you can take a lot or a big advantage off of, I guess you say. Just kind of take advantage of the fact that people are going to assume you're on the ground, and if you can jump up in the air when people are coming around the corner, you're going to be able to beat that. It's pretty much like a free shotgun kill, and that's what a lot of really good players use. If you see like sweaty tournament gameplay, when people run around the corner, pretty much everyone is always in the air. I'd say like not in 1.0, but in 2.0, pretty much every shotgun battle that takes place is in the air. Night Stalkers are not always in the air, but for Warlocks, pretty much everyone is always skating, always floating up, trying to get like sneaky little angles on people when they're baiting them around corners. And just if you can get really good with timing vertical movement and baiting people around the corner so you can shotgun them and just kind of shade step in and out of cover, it's super good, and you're going to see your survivability go up a lot. Just being able to kind of stay alive, pop in and out of cover, and then bait one person at a time, because like for 1v3s especially, it's all about getting in 1v1s, maybe in 1.0, but definitely not in 2.0. You can't just run out there and Rambo everyone and just annihilate everyone automatically. It's this one by one thing. Like I just baited this guy around the corner, so that's one dead. I'm on his orb. I know this guy's gonna be alone. I still get weak. Now I'm kind of trapped here. I'm just shade stepping away and I get trip mined, unfortunately. But just picking your 1v1s, knowing that you're not going to be able to engage more than one person, and just kind of popping in and out of cover is a really nice thing. Sniping, it also does apply to sniping, and it's not quite as effective, I don't think, but a lot of times if someone gets you weak, especially if you're on a Warlock, because you can regen quickly, if someone gets you weak, they're automatically going to assume, it seems like every single time I get someone weak, they always want to peek out of the corner with a sniper, and I always just kind of sit there ADS'd on that piece of cover. Like let's just say I get someone one shot behind the piece of what would you even call it, like a pillar that I'm standing behind. Most of the time I'm gonna have my primary out and ADS'd on that piece of cover to the direction that I came from, or that the person came from. So if you go to the opposite direction that you came from, a lot of times they're not expecting it, and if you know, you kind of have to pinpoint, and this kind of comes with experience, but knowing exactly where the person is coming out of cover with a sniper and knowing exactly the head height they're at and everything, you can kind of just peek around the corner for a split second and get the pick off. If you get a headshot, that's perfect, but a lot of times you're only going to be able to pull off a body shot, or maybe you'll even miss it. But by the time, like, people aren't really going to expect you're going to regen that quickly, especially like on a Warlock. So if you can regen quickly and then pop right back out with full health and get a snipe off, that's also a really effective way to use cover. But like I said, the main thing is just shade stepping in and out, moving in and out, using your movement abilities like double jump, skating, Warlock floating up in the air, just making sure that you use vertical movement. It's like one of the biggest parts, I think, of shotgunning in general and the game as a whole, I feel like. So just mastering moving in and out of cover. If you play shade stuff, that's great and it's going to be a lot easier, but if you don't, it's also extremely manageable with a Warlock or a Titan. But I just wanted to share this video with you because I don't see a lot of people doing it when I'm like running Rumble or classic 3v3s or whatever, so I wanted to share that in a video. A lot of people have been commenting on certain videos saying my voice sounds deeper. Most of the time I record my videos at like 6 in the afternoon. This one, however, I'm doing at 8 in the morning, so I just woke up, and when I wake up my voice tends to be a bit deeper than usual. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. It was pretty fun to make, and if you want any more tip videos, then leave them in the comment section below as ideas, and I'll make sure that if they're a good idea that I'll try them out and I'll make a video about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.